Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you next week. We're driving north from LA. Just got off the Emerald Princess from 10-day Baja Peninsula and Sea of Cortez cruise. The rest stop sits quiet, tucked into the trees like it doesn't want to be found. 27 miles south of Ashland, Oregon, just far enough from town to feel isolated, just close enough to feel watched by the mountains. Rain comes down steady here, not the dramatic kind, not the stormy kind, just the Oregon kind, patient, persistent, like it's got nowhere else to be. I step out of the car and the smell hits first. Wet pine, cold earth, diesel from the highway. This place has seen a lot of people pass through. Truckers stretching their legs, families arguing about snacks, travelers like me stopping not because we planned to, but because the road asked us to. The sign says Interstate 5 North, Ashland ahead, Portland somewhere far beyond that. The rain blurs the trees into watercolor shapes as I get back behind the wheel. Wipers on low, headlights glowing against gray. Northbound. This stretch of I-5 cuts straight through history, whether you notice or not. Long before asphalt and rest stops, this was a corridor, a passage carved by feet, hooves, and desperation. The Telkelma people moved through these valleys long before Oregon had a name. Later came trappers, miners, settlers, following paths that would eventually become wagon roads, then highways. The mountains never moved, the rain never stopped. Only the travelers changed. As the road climbs, the forest thickens. Douglas firs stand like dark sentinels on either side of the pavement. Mist hangs low, clinging to the branches, drifting across the road like something alive. This is the edge of the Siskiyou Mountains, and you can feel it. The air gets heavier, the curves tighten, the road demands attention. Truckers slow down here. Locals know this stretch well. In winter, it can shut down everything. In rain like this, it just reminds you who's in charge. Miles tick by quietly. No radio, just the sound of tires on wet asphalt. It's the kind of drive that pulls thoughts out of you whether you want them or not. I think about all the people who've driven this exact stretch on nights like this, exhausted, hopeful, running from something or heading toward it. Some probably stopped at that same rest area, stared at the same trees, wondered if they were going the right way. The road doesn't answer questions. It just keeps going. A sign appears through the rain. Welcome to Oregon. Even if you've crossed it 100 times, it still means something. Oregon doesn't rush you. It doesn't impress you loudly. It just settles in slowly. Rain first, then forest, then silence. The lights of Ashland are still a ways off, but you can feel the change coming. The road smooths out a bit. The curves relax. Civilization whispers instead of shouts. Ashland has always been a stopping place. Gold rush town, railroad town, theater town. A place where travelers pause, even if they don't mean to. Long before Shakespeare festivals and coffee shops, wagons rolled through here coated in mud, drivers hoping the rain wouldn't wash out the trail ahead. Some stayed, some didn't. The land didn't care either way. The rain picks up again as I crest a small rise. Headlights reflect off wet pavement like liquid silver. A lone semi passes going south, its tires throwing up sheets of water, gone almost as soon as it appears. That's the thing about this highway. People intersect for seconds, then disappear back into their own stories. This stretch of road doesn't want to be rushed. It wants you to notice the way fog curls around the trees, the way the mountains fade into layers of gray, the way rain softens everything it touches. Somewhere off to the right, unseen through the forest, creeks swell with runoff. They've been doing that for thousands of years, highway or not. I think again about that rest stop, how unremarkable it looks on a map, and how meaningful it can feel in the moment. Places like that don't exist for destination. They exist for pause. The first real lights of Ashland finally glow ahead, blurred halos through the rain. Street lights, brake lights, life returning slowly. But even as the town approaches, the forest doesn't fully let go. Trees still line the road, mountains still loom behind the clouds. Ashland doesn't erase the wilderness, it just coexists with it. I ease off the accelerator. The rain continues its steady rhythm. The highway hums beneath the tires like it always has. This drive, from a quiet rest stop south of nowhere into a town full of stories, feels like a small version of every journey anyone's ever taken. You start alone, you move forward, you arrive changed in ways you don't always notice right away. As I pass under the first Ashland overpass, I glance in the rearview mirror. Southbound lanes disappear into mist. That rest stop is already gone, swallowed by rain and memory. But I know it's still there, waiting for the next traveler who needs a moment before heading north. If you've ever driven I-5 through southern Oregon in the rain, you know this feeling, that quiet pull. That sense that the road is older than you and patient enough to outlast you. And maybe that's the gift of drives like this, not the destination, not the scenery, but the reminder that sometimes all you need is a stretch of wet pavement, a gray sky, and the freedom to keep going. Thanks for riding along with me. If this rainy road story felt familiar or made you want to take a drive of your own, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more quiet journeys, forgotten stretches of highway, and stories the road still remembers. I'll see you further down the line.